The nexus between bad governance and bad schools crowds out good education. Why there is need to regulate private schools in India. How do recent initiative of the Gujarat government to control fee structure of private schools inspires. GS Paper 2, Issues related to health, education and human resources. What is the context about? The exploitative fees of private schools is a national malady and it needs to be cured. The cure requires because we recognize that education is a quasi-public good that cannot be delivered effectively through market mechanisms. The ideal cure would have been a high-quality, equitable, common public school system. The current regulatory regime is perverse, overregulation in letter leading to a culture of graft and poor governance in practice. Why there is need to regulate private schools in India. Private unaided and aided schools account for nearly 42% of the enrollment in schools, indicating their significant role. Private schools fleece parents in the name of admission fees, test or exam fees, compulsory uniform, books, equipment, and tokens purchases from them. Private schools use an excessive study material in order to maintain a charade of quality. At the same time, students feel overburdened by too much classroom instruction. Parents have complained that they feel harassed by the school authorities and their behavior. This leads to built-up frustration that eventually hampers children. Since the education policy of the government requires private schools to play a larger role in providing quality education, they need to be ensured of a viable structure. How do recent initiative of the Gujarat government to control fee structure of private schools inspires? The recent initiative of the Gujarat government to regulate the fee structure of self-financed schools has garnered the interest of all stakeholders including the centre and other state governments. The legislation empowers the government to cap the fees charged by schools. According to the Gujarat Self-Financed Schools, Regulation of Fees, Act, 2017, the Gujarat government has kept a cap of Rs 15,000, Rs 25,000 and Rs 27,000 for private primary, secondary and higher secondary schools respectively. Any school charging fees more than this will have to justify their fees before the FRC. In case of violation of the Act, the concerned school can face punitive steps which can include derecognition,